Okay, let's start the session. We are here to learn about DELL BOOMI. Okay, we are here to learn about DELL BOOMI. What is meant by DELL BOOMI? DELL BOOMI is nothing but an iPaaS, which is a cloud-based offering. Okay, so here DELL BOOMI has developed one cloud-based application, that is iPaaS. Okay, so what is meant by iPaaS? iPaaS means integration. iPaaS means integration platform as a service. Okay, so here DELL BOOMI has developed one cloud-based application, that is nothing but an iPaaS. iPaaS means integration platform as a service. Throughout the program, we are going to use the word integration again and again. Okay, throughout the program, we are going to use the word integration again and again. Why? Because whenever we are going to work in real time, we are going to work in the integration team or middleware team. Okay, we are going to work in the middleware team or integration team. So before going further, you should know what is meant by integration. Okay, before going further, you should know what is meant by integration. So integration is nothing but making two or more applications to communicate or collaborate each other. Okay, what is meant by integration? Guys, mute yourself. Okay, what is meant by integration? So integration is nothing but making two or more applications to communicate or collaborate each other. Okay, what is meant by integration? Integration means making two or more applications to communicate or collaborate each other. So here I am going to take application A. Okay, I am going to take application A, and here I am going to take another application B. Okay, as an integration developer, my responsibility is that I should be capable enough to establish the communication or collaboration between these two applications. Okay, once again I'm repeating. Here DELL BOOMI is a cloud-based iPaaS application. Okay, DELL BOOMI is a cloud-based iPaaS application. What is meant by iPaaS? iPaaS means integration platform as a service. So whenever we are working in real time, we are going to work in the integration team or middleware team. First, you should know what is meant by integration. Integration means, okay, making two or more applications to communicate or collaborate each other. Okay, so here I have taken two applications, application A and application B. Now as an integration developer, okay, my responsibility is that I should be capable enough to establish the communication or collaboration between these two applications. Okay, now I am going to take some real-time use cases where we are using the concept of integration. Okay, now I'm going to take some real-time use cases where we are using in our day-to-day life the concept of integration. So here, every one of us are familiar with PhonePe or Paytm. Okay, every one of us are familiar with PhonePe or Paytm. Why I am taking PhonePe or Paytm? Why? Because in our day-to-day life, every one of us carrying smartphone. Okay, with the help of this smartphone, we are using PhonePe or Paytm. How this PhonePe or Paytm is going to work? So here, PhonePe is going to work as a platform. Okay, here PhonePe is going to work as a platform. And here within this PhonePe, we are going to see multiple services. Okay, within the PhonePe, we are going to see multiple services like money transfer, electricity bill payments, mobile recharges, DTH recharges. There are plenty of services within PhonePe. How this PhonePe is going to work? Here, PhonePe is going to act as a platform. Okay, here PhonePe is going to act as a platform. Within that platform, we are going to integrate multiple services. Now, PhonePe is going to provide money transfer and it is going to provide mobile recharge and all. How this is going to work here? This PhonePe is going to integrate all the services. Integration in the sense, let's take example. Suppose if I want to transfer 5,000 rupees. Okay, suppose if I want to transfer 5,000 rupees to Rakesh. Okay, let's take an example. If I want to transfer 5,000 rupees to Rakesh, how I am going to transfer? I will be logging into the PhonePe and then I am going to enter Rakesh mobile number. Okay, I am going to enter Rakesh mobile number. Once after entering the Rakesh mobile number, this phone pay is going to communicate with the bank. Okay, once after entering the Rakesh mobile number, this phone pay is going to communicate with the respective bank and it is going to fetch the name of Rakesh. Okay, and it is going to fetch the name of Rakesh. Okay, it is going to fetch the name of Rakesh. And once after fetching, I am going to enter the amount 5,000. Once after entering the amount 5,000, once after entering amount 5,000, now I will be entering the MPIN. Once after entering MPIN, the amount 5,000 will get deducted from my account. Okay, the amount 5,000 will get deducted from my account and then the same 5,000 will get credited into the Rakesh account. How this is going to happen? This phone pay parallelly it is going to communicate with two different accounts. First, that 5,000 is getting deducted from my account and the same 5,000 is getting credited into the Rakesh account. So here phone pay is going to establish the communication with the backend banking system. So here phone pay is going to integrate the banking system here. Okay. Now I am going to take another example. If I want to do the mobile recharge, let us assume I am interested to do the mobile recharge of 500 rupees related to the Airtel. Now I will select Airtel and then I am going to select Andhra Pradesh and then I will be entering 500 rupees. And then, one second, yes. And then once after entering the denomination, I need to make the payment. Whenever I want to make the payment, then this phone pay will be redirected to the banking system. And first, that 500 rupees will get deducted from my account. In order to deduct the amount, first it is communicating with the bank. And once the amount is deducted, then the recharge is going to happen automatically. In this situation, this phone pay is going to communicate with two different applications. First, it is going to communicate with the bank and the amount is going to get deducted, and then it is going to communicate with the respective telecom operator, and then we are going to get the message. In this situation, phone pay is going to communicate with two different applications. One is banking application and another is telecom operator application. Okay. Now, in the similar way, I am going to take another example. Now, every one of us are familiar with Zomato or Swiggy. Okay, every one of us are familiar with Zomato or Swiggy. What is the purpose of this Zomato or Swiggy? If I want to order food in online, I am going to use these applications. Okay, in order to order food in online, I am going to use these applications. So here, Zomato is going to act as a platform. Okay, same like PhonePe, here Zomato is also going to act as a platform. So Zomato being a platform vendor, it is going to integrate all the hotels and restaurants, whatever are available in that particular locality. Okay, let's take example. I am staying in Bangalore and I am staying in Martali. So if I am staying in Martali, if I want to order food through Zomato, just I will be opening the Zomato application and based on my location, here Zomato is going to show and it is going to display all the hotels and restaurants, whatever are available here. Now, here Zomato is going to integrate all the hotels and restaurants, whatever are available in that particular locality. How this is going to work here? Here, each and every hotel or restaurant, they are going to develop one separate application and that respective application is going to integrate it with this Zomato. Okay. Now let's take example. If I am interested to order something from Nagarjuna. Okay. If I'm interested to order something from Meghana Foods or Biryani Zone. So if I want to order something, I'll be opening this Zomato application. I'll be able to see the display of all the hotels and restaurants and I'm going to select the specific menu and then I'll be making the payment in Zomato. Okay. Now this Zomato is going to trigger the notification to that particular restaurant and at the same time it is going to trigger the notification to the delivery person and based on the communication between different types of applications, finally it is going to deliver the food to the end customer. Okay. Finally, it is going to deliver the food to the end customer. Okay. Now, in the similar way, I am going to take one real-time use case. Till now, I have taken some day-to-day use cases where we are using in our day-to-day life. So, in the similar way, now I am going to take one real-time use case. So, exactly in order to know where we are using the concept of integration. Now, every one of us are familiar with Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, every one of us are familiar with Flipkart or Amazon. So if I want to order any products, I'll be using Flipkart or Amazon. Okay. Let us assume you are logging for the first time into the Flipkart or Amazon. Okay. Let us assume you are logging into the Flipkart or Amazon for the first time. So whenever you are logging for the first time, you need to share your personal details. Okay. So if I want to log in for the first time into the Flipkart or Amazon, it is going to ask you to sign up. Okay. It is going to ask you to sign up. If I want to sign up, I need to share my personal details. So it is going to ask my name, mobile number, mail ID, address, pin code number and everything. Okay. Whenever I am signing up into the Flipkart, it is going to ask my personal details like my name, mobile number, mail ID, address, pin code and everything. Okay. So as a first time customer, I am going to share all my personal details. Once after sharing my personal details, this Flipkart is going to store all the customers related information in their CRM application. Okay. So as a customer, I am going to share my personal details and this Flipkart is going to store all the customers related information in their CRM application. What is meant by CRM? CRM means customer relationship management. Okay. Flipkart is going to store all the customers related information in their CRM application. Now let's take example Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce is a leading CRM application. Now as a customer, whenever I share my personal details, all the customers related data will get stored in the CRM application. Okay. Once after sharing my personal details, now I am able to log into the Flipkart. Okay, now I am able to log in into the Flipkart. Once after login, I am interested to purchase a mobile. Okay, once after login, I am interested to purchase a mobile. So once after logging, I will be redirected to the home page of Flipkart. Okay, now I will be landing on the home page of Flipkart. Now I am interested to purchase a mobile. Let's take example. I am interested to purchase Motorola mobile. Guys, mute yourself. Okay, so if I want to purchase a mobile, I will start searching the home page of Flipkart. Now here I am going to start Motorola mobile. Whenever I start searching for a specific mobile, this Flipkart is going to communicate with the backend ERP system. So where this ERP system will be there? So here Flipkart is going to maintain some stock points or warehouse. Okay, here Flipkart or Amazon, they are going to have some warehouses. Warehouses in the sense they are going to maintain some stock points. Okay, in that warehouses they are going to set up the ERP system. ERP means enterprise resource planning. Okay, so each and every company, in order to maintain their stock, they are going to maintain the warehouses. In that particular warehouse, they are going to maintain the ERP system. ERP means enterprise resource planning. Okay, let's take example. This might be an SAP system. Okay, now as a customer, whenever I start searching for the mobile, this Flipkart is going to communicate with the backend ERP system and then it is going to check whether that particular mobile is available or not. If the mobile is available, okay, if the mobile is readily available, this ERP system is going to communicate with the Flipkart and then it is going to show us in the display saying that mobile images and the price and specifications and everything we are going to see. Okay, if the particular mobile is available in the warehouse, this ERP system is going to communicate with the Flipkart and then it is going to show the display about the mobile specifications, price and everything. Nowadays, this ERP system is going to communicate with the CRM system based on the pin code. Okay, whenever you are giving the address, you are going to share the pin code. So this ERP system is going to communicate with the respective pin code and based on that it is going to display if you order this product in the next 24 hours, expected date of delivery will be on Wednesday. If you order this product in next 2 hours, expected date of delivery will be tomorrow. Okay. So based on this pin code, this ERP system is going to show you when they are going to deliver the product as well. Okay. The expected date of delivery as well. Now I am happy with the mobile specifications and I am happy with the price and I am happy with the date of delivery. Now I am interested to purchase Motorola mobile and ERP system is saying that mobile is readily available. Now I am able to see the specifications. I am happy. And price it is showing 20,000. Okay. Price it is showing 20,000 and expected date of delivery is on Wednesday. Okay, fine. Now I am interested to purchase this mobile. Whenever I am purchasing this mobile, I need to make the payment. Okay, I need to make the payment. In order to make the payment, I will be using debit card or credit card or internet banking or any of these options. Okay, I am going to use any of these options. In order to make the payment, this Flipkart is not going to approach each and every bank to provide the payment solutions. Okay. In order to make the payment, this Flipkart is not going to approach each and every bank to provide the payment solutions. Instead of approaching each and every bank, here Flipkart is going to tie up with some third-party fintech companies like CC Avenue or PayPal. Okay. So here CC Avenue or PayPal, these are some third-party fintech companies where they are going to develop one separate application for the payment solutions. Okay. So here CC Avenue or PayPal, these are some third-party fintech companies where they are going to develop separate payment application. So as a fintech company, the CC Avenue is going to take care of all the approvals from the RBI guidelines. Okay. Now the CC Avenue is going to develop one application in such a way that to provide all the payment solutions like debit card, credit card or net banking or UPI payments, everything. Okay, fine. Now I am interested to purchase the mobile. So for that purpose, I have selected make payment option. Once after selecting make payment option, the CC Avenue is already integrated with this Flipkart. So because of that reason, once you select make payment option, now that will be redirecting to the CC Avenue page. And in this page, you are going to see all the options. Now it is going to ask you to select debit card or credit card. Whenever you select the debit card, you are going to enter the debit card details. Okay. Expiry date, CVV number and everything. Once after entering all these details, then this CC Avenue is going to communicate with the respective bank. Okay, the CC Avenue is going to communicate with the respective bank and then it is going to check the required fund 20,000 is available in your account or not. If that respective 20,000 amount is available in your bank, then this CC Avenue is going to trigger the notification to the bank to generate one-time password based on the registered mobile number. Okay. So whenever you want to make the payment, you are going to enter your debit card details. Once after entering the debit card details, the CC Avenue is going to communicate with the respective bank and if the sufficient fund 20,000 is available in your account, then it is going to trigger the one-time password to your mobile number. Once you enter that one-time password, then the CC Avenue is going to deduct 20,000 from your account and then the CC Avenue is going to trigger the notification to your mobile number. How it is going to trigger the notification to your mobile number? So based on the mobile number, whatever you have given in the CRM system, the CC Avenue is going to communicate the CRM system and based on the mobile number and mail ID, it is going to trigger the notification saying that, hi customer, thanks for shopping with Flipkart and your order has been placed successfully and these are the order details. Like that we are going to get one message. And at the same time, we are going to get one mail notification. Okay. In that mail notification, we are going to see the product specifications, price and order ID and payment transaction ID and everything we are going to see. And at the same time, this CC Avenue is going to communicate with the ERP system and then it is going to alert by saying that so and so customer have made the payment and it's the time for the dispatch of the product. Dispatch of the products in the sense, now the ERP system where it is installed in the warehouse. Now it is going to alert the employees in the warehouse, so and so customer have made the payment for the particular mobile. So it's the time for the dispatch of the product. In order to dispatch the product, now here we are going to see the logistics partners. Logistics partners are nothing but the delivery persons. Nowadays, we are going to get the products with the help of delivery persons. Delivery persons are nothing but the logistics partners. Now, these logistics partners, they are going to develop one more application, and that respective application is going to get integrated in the Flipkart application. Okay, logistics partners, they are going to develop one more application, and that will be integrated with the Flipkart application. Okay, now nowadays we are going to see track your shipment. Okay, once you order your product and once you go to the orders tab, nowadays you are going to see track shipment. Track shipment in the sense whatever the shipments are happening. Now let us assume you are staying in Hyderabad and warehouse is in Bangalore. Now the mobile has to start from Bangalore location to the Hyderabad location. In between, whatever the shipments are going to happen, each and everything we are going to see in the Flipkart page. How this is happening here? This logistics partner, they are going to develop one application, and that respective application is going to get integrated with the Flipkart application. Now we are going to see each and every shipment. Finally, product reaches to the Hyderabad. Okay, finally product reaches to the Hyderabad, and now you are going to get the message saying that product is out for delivery. Whenever you receive the message out for delivery, now the delivery person is going to communicate with the CRM application based on the mobile number whatever you have given here. Based on that, he is going to contact you, and finally he is going to deliver the product. At the time of delivery, again he is going to request you to share the one-time password as delivery authentication. Once you share the delivery authentication OTP, now this logistics partner is going to communicate with the ERP system, and then it is going to send the notification saying that so and so product has been delivered to the end customer. Okay. Now, for a simple e-commerce website for Flipkart or Amazon, we are communicating with the different types of applications. Now here we are able to establish the communication with CRM application, ERP application, payment application, and logistics application. Okay, in the similar way, whenever we are working in real time, we need to establish the communication between one or more applications. Okay, not only e-commerce. If I take retail sector or manufacturing sector or pharma sector or agri-business sector, wherever you go, whatever the industry might be, you are going to do the integration same like this. Okay, so if I take manufacturing sector or if I take automobile sector, so wherever you go as a customer, I will be walking into the automobile showroom. Okay, whenever I enter into the showroom as a customer, they are going to collect my customer details that will get stored in the CRM system. And now I am purchasing a car, and they are going to check with the ERP system. ERP system in the sense they are going to maintain this one in the warehouse or in the manufacturing unit. And based on that, they are going to check whether that particular model of the car is readily available or not. And at the same time, once you purchase, you are going for the service. In the service, they are going to maintain the workshop management system. Like that, wherever you go, the integration plays a major role, and they are going to communicate between one department to the another department. Now let's take example. You are joining in the IT company. Okay, you are joining in the IT company. The first day you are going to onboard. Whenever you onboard, the respective HR is going to collect your details. Okay, whenever you are onboarding, the respective HR is going to collect your details. And once they collect your details, it means that you have been joined in the organization. Once you join in the organization, then they are going to update this one across multiple departments. Okay, they are going to share your details across multiple departments. And one fine evening, on the first day or second day, you will be getting the call from the respective project manager. How he is going to contact you? He will be able to access the HR management system. Based on the mobile number, whatever you have given there, accordingly, the respective HR, the respective project manager is going to contact you. Okay, let us assume you are joining today, and tomorrow your project manager is going to contact you, and you are assigned to a project. Once you assign to the project, it means that you have tagged to the particular account. Once you tag to that particular account, and your details and everything will be shared to the respective HR of that project. Okay. In the month end, you are going to get the salary. How you are going to get the salary? Based on the timesheet management. How this timesheet management is going to work? You are going to update the HRMS system. Suppose if you are working for Cognizant, you will be using one Cognizant application. So whenever you are updating the timesheet management system, the respective update will be reflected to the project manager. And once he approves, that automatically this will be reflecting back to the HR manager, and HR manager will redirect to the finance department. In the month end, it will be getting updated in the pay slip and your salary is going to get credited. So if I take any company or wherever you go, the integration plays a major role. In this IT company, now, whenever you are joining, this will be redirecting to the HRMS system. And once you join in the project, that will be redirecting to the different application. And whenever your salary is going to get released, that will be redirecting to the finance department. And when it comes to your attendance system and everything, that will be redirecting to the separate application. So, if I take any organization, integration plays a major role. Okay. So, there are plenty of projects in DELL BOOMI. Okay, why I'm explaining all these things in the sense, first you should be confident enough. There are plenty of projects and there are plenty of calls related to the tool. Okay, so in our day-to-day life, wherever we go, we are going to see the concept of integration. Okay, starting from mobile where we are using PhonePe, Zomato or Swiggy, Redbus, Abibus or Flipkart or Amazon or retail store or manufacturing unit, pharma, wherever you go, integration plays a major role. Now, hope you got the clarity about the tool. Now, I am jumping into the DELL BOOMI. So, what is meant by DELL BOOMI? DELL BOOMI is a cloud-based integration application. Okay, it is a cloud-based integration application. Whenever it is a cloud-based application, we are not going to install anything. Okay. Suppose if I go back to 10 years or 15 years, at that point of time, if I want to learn C, C++, Java, the first day itself, I need to install the software and then I need to start the practice. But here, when it comes to the cloud-based application, we no need to install the software. Just we need to have the proper internet and then we need to have the proper URL. Okay, we need to have the proper internet and then proper URL. Now, in order to access this BOOMI platform, we need to have the URL platform.boomi.com. This is the URL I am going to use to access the BOOMI platform. And then it is going to ask the username and then it is going to ask the username and password. Okay. So you don't need to worry about the username and password. Anyhow, I will be sharing, okay, within 1 or 2 days once you are ready to join. Okay. So in order to access the BOOMI platform, I am going to use the URL platform.boomi.com and then I am going to use the username and password. Okay. Now coming to the BOOMI platform. Now here I am going to use the URL platform.boomi.com. So once after entering that URL, this will be redirecting to the username and password. Once you enter a username and password, then this will be redirecting to the home page. Okay. So here already I have entered my username and password. So because of that reason, directly it is jumping into the home page. Okay. In order to access the BOOMI platform, I need to use the URL platform.boomi.com. Once after entering the URL, it is going to ask the username and password. Once after entering username and password, then you will be landing in the home page. Okay, you will be landing in the home page. Okay, this is the home page of BOOMI. Okay, this is the home page of BOOMI. Once you come to the home page of BOOMI, here you are going to see the services tab. Okay, BOOMI being a cloud-based application, it is going to provide multiple services. Multiple services in the sense it is going to have the combination of technical aspect and the functional module. Okay, so BOOMI is going to have both technical modules and functional modules. But here, I am interested to start my career as BOOMI developer or integration developer. Okay, both are same. Whenever you are going to see the job description, there you are going to see the technical developer BOOMI or integration developer or middleware developer. Anything is same. Okay, BOOMI developer or integration developer or technical developer BOOMI, anything is same. Now, I am interested to start my career as BOOMI developer. Okay, now I am interested to start my career as BOOMI developer. So as part of that, I am interested to learn integration and API management. Okay, if I want to start my career as Boomi developer, I need to learn integration and API management. Okay, so as part of this program, I am going to cover both the modules, integration module and API management module. Now today being first session, I am jumping into the integration module. Okay, today being first session, I am jumping into the integration module. I am going to click on this integration module. Once after clicking on that integration, then this will be redirected to the home page of integration. Okay. Then this will be redirected to the home page of integration. Okay. So here in the left hand side, you will be able to see the module name. This is the integration module. Okay. This is the integration module. This is the integration module. Now here you are going to see the dashboard option. This dashboard option, okay, in general, whenever we are working in real time, this dashboard option will be enabled for senior level people. Okay, this dashboard option will be enabled for senior level people. Senior level people in the sense, those who are working as team leads or managers. What is the purpose of this dashboard means? So suppose if I am working as a team lead, if I am having the team size of 4 members, if I want to check the development activity of the 4 members, I will be using the dashboard option. So with the help of this dashboard option, I will be coming to a conclusion that how many developments have been completed and how many developments yet to start and how many development activities are in progress. In order to know the status of the development activity, I am going to use the dashboard. In general, okay, in general, if I'm going to start my career with 3 to 4 years experience, you are not going to have this dashboard option. Okay, if you are starting your career as junior developer up to 3 to 5 years of experience, you are not going to have this dashboard option. This dashboard option will be there for senior level people. Okay, in general, whenever you start your career as Boomi developer, we are going to see these 3 tabs. Okay, we are going to see these 3 tabs. First one is build tab, deploy tab, and manage tab. What is the purpose of build tab? Okay, what is the purpose of build tab? Here, build tab is helpful for me for the development purpose. Okay, build tab is helpful for me for the development purpose. Whatever the development activity I am going to do in Boomi, I will be doing with the help of build tab. Okay, all the development activities will be taken place in the build tab. Okay, and here, whatever the development activity I am going to do in Boomi, that is called as process. Okay, in remaining technologies, we are going to use the word have you developed the code, have you developed the program like that. But when it comes to the Boomi, whatever the development activity you are going to do here, that is called as process. Okay, whatever the development activity you are going to do here, that is called as process. And the process will be developed with the help of build tab. Okay, so the build tab is helpful for me for the development purpose, and whatever the development activity you are going to do here, that is called as process. Okay, once you have completed the development of the process, okay, you have completed the process development. Once completion, you are going to do the deployment. If I want to do the deployment, I am going to use the deploy tab. Okay, so build tab is helpful for me for the development purpose, and deploy tab is helpful for me for the deployment purpose. And once after deployment, if I want to do any type of configuration settings, okay, if I want to do any type of configuration settings, I am going to use manage tab. Okay, I have developed the process with the help of build tab, and then I have deployed the process. Once after deployment, now if I want to run the scheduler, okay, I need to give some scheduling activity, or if I want to say some sort of reportings, okay, if I want to say some sort of process reporting, or if I want to do any type of configuration settings, all these activities I will be doing with the help of manage tab. Okay, all these activities I will be doing with the help of manage tab. Okay, build tab is helpful for me for the development purpose, deploy tab is helpful for me for the deployment purpose, and manage tab is helpful for me for the configuration settings purpose. Okay, now if I want to start the development activity, I will be using the build tab. Now, once you come to the integration module, here in the left hand side, you are going to see one folder. Okay, once you come to the integration module, in the left hand side, you are going to see one folder. This folder is called as root folder. Okay, this folder is called as root folder, and you are going to get this folder by default along with the Boomi account. Okay, this folder is called as root folder, and you are going to get this folder by default along with the Boomi account. Okay, whenever you log into the Boomi platform, and once you come to the integration module, here you are going to see this folder. This folder is called as root folder. Okay, and as we are getting this folder by default, because of that reason, we cannot delete this folder. Okay, try to understand. Okay, we are going to get the root folder by default along with the Boomi account. So because of that reason, we cannot delete the root folder. Okay, if I click on this arrow mark here, I'll be able to see different types of subfolders. Okay, these are the different types of subfolders. If I click on this one, again, all the subfolders will be entering into the root folder. Okay, this is the root folder which we are going to get by default along with the Boomi account. So because of that reason, we cannot delete this one. Now, if I click on these three dots, okay, this is the root folder. Keep the cursor here. If I click on these three dots here, you are going to see four options. Okay, you are going to see the options: new component, new folder, rename, and permissions. What is new component? Okay, what is new component? If I want to start the development activity, okay, if I want to start the development activity of the process, I need to select new component. Okay, so whatever the process I am going to develop in Boomi, I will be developing with the help of new component and a new folder. So what is the purpose of this new folder? If I want to create the subfolder, okay, this is the root folder. Under this root folder, if I want to create the subfolder, I am going to select the new folder option. Okay, this is the root folder. Under this root folder, if I want to create the subfolder, I am going to select the new folder option. What is the purpose of this new folder? What is the purpose of this subfolder? What is the purpose means? Whenever we are working in real time, we are going to work as a team. Okay, suppose if I am having the team size of 4 members, okay, here Boomi is going to work on shared basis. It means that if we are having the team size of 4 people, the remaining the 4 members can see your development activity, but they cannot modify and they cannot edit the development activity. Okay, so whenever you are working as a team, the remaining team members can see your development activity. In order to avoid the confusion, it is suggestable that to create a separate folder and then you need to start the development activity. Now coming to the rename option. If I want to change the name of the root folder, okay, here we are having the root folder as data tech. If I want to change the name of the root folder, I am going to select the rename option. And coming to the permissions, if I want to give any type of security configuration settings, okay, if I want to give any type of security configuration settings, I am going to use the permissions option. Now here I am going to use new folder. Okay, now here I am going to choose new folder, and here I am going to give the name. Okay, here I am going to give the name. What is the today's date? Today's date I am going to mention here. Now today's date is 21st July. I am going to give 21st July 2025. Okay, now I am going to save this one. Once after saving, here you are going to see that respective folder 21st July 2025. This is the subfolder which I have created just now. Now, if I click on these three dots here, you are going to see the same four options whatever I have seen in the root folder. Okay, so in the root folder, I am having four options. The same four options I am able to see here. Apart from that, we are having two additional options, that is copy and delete. Being a subfolder, okay, being the subfolder, I can copy, I can delete. But when it comes to the root folder, there is no option of copy and delete. Okay, the root folder cannot be copied and root folder cannot be deleted. But when it comes to the subfolder, we can copy and we can delete here. Now, if I want to start the development activity, okay, if I want to start the development activity here, I am going to select the respective subfolder and then I am going to select new component. Once after selecting new component, then this will be redirected to the process. It means that whatever the process you are going to develop here, okay, whatever the process you are going to develop here will be saved as a component. Okay, whatever the process you are going to develop here will be saved as a component, and all the components will get stored in this left hand side place. This is called as component explorer. Okay, whatever the process you are going to develop here will be saved as a component, and all the components will get stored in this left hand side place. This left hand side place is called as a component explorer. Okay, once again I'm repeating, whatever the process you are going to develop here will be saved as a component, and all the components will get stored in this left hand side place. This place is called as component explorer. Now I am going to select create button. Once after selecting the create button, then this will be redirected to the start shape. Means that whatever the process you are going to develop here will be starting with the start shape. It means that each and every process whatever you are going to develop here will be starting with the start shape. And here start shape is categorized into 4 types. Okay, so here start shape is categorized into 4 types: connector type, trading partner, data pass through, and no data. Okay, whatever the process you are going to develop here will be starting with the start shape. Means that each and every process whatever you are going to develop here will be starting with the start shape. And here start shape is categorized into 4 types: connector type, trading partner, data pass through, and no data. Now today being first session, I am going to select start shape of no data. Okay, you don't need to worry. In the upcoming sessions, I will show you where to use connector and where to use data pass through and where to use no data and all these things. Now today being first session, I am going to select start shape of no data, and then I am going to click on. Now you will be redirected to this white page. Whatever the development activity you are going to do in Boomi, you will be doing in this white place. This total white place is called as process canvas. Okay. Whatever the development activity you are going to do in Boomi, you will be doing in this white place. This total white place is called as process canvas. Okay. All the development activities will be performed in this white place. This total white place is called as process canvas. Now, if I want to name this process, I will be selecting here, and then I'm going to name this as demo process. I'm going to name this as demo process. And here, if I click on this arrow mark here, you will be able to see different types of connectors and different types of shapes. Okay. Here, Boomi already developed. Okay. Here, Boomi has developed some different types of connectors and different types of shapes. We are not going to write any type of coding. Okay. This is not a coding technology. So here Boomi has given predefined types of connectors and different types of shapes. Now for the next 35 to 40 days, we are going to learn where to use which type of connector and where to use which type of shape and how to configure and how to get the desired outputs based on the project requirement. Okay. So based on the project requirement, we should know where to use which type of connector and how to configure that connector and how to establish the communication and how to configure different types of shapes and how to get the desired outputs. Okay. For the next 35 to 40 days, we are going to learn where to use which type of connector and where to use which type of shape and how to configure and how to get the desired outputs. Now, as I have told you just now, each and every process is going to start with the start shape. In the similar way, each and every process is going to end with the stop shape. Okay. So each and every process is going to start with start shape and it is going to end with the stop shape. These two shapes are mandatory. And apart from that, whatever the shapes or whatever the connectors we are going to use as part of the development, we have to use in between start and stop shape only. Now, in order to establish the communication between these two shapes, I have to make sure that this dotted gray color line should be converted into full length gray color line. If I connect like this, the communication is going to happen between these two shapes. Okay. Suppose if I connect like this, okay, suppose if I connect like this, there is no communication. So in order to establish the communication between these two shapes, you have to make sure that this dotted gray color line should be converted into full length gray color line. Now the communication is going to happen between these two shapes. Okay. Now whatever the shapes or whatever the connectors we are going to use here, I have to use in between start and stop shape only. Now I am going to save this one. Okay, this is the small basic demo process which I have developed. I am going to save this one. Once after saving, if I want to execute this process or if I want to test this process, I am going to select this test button. Okay, once after selecting this test button, here I am going to see the concept of runtime engine. Okay, in order to execute this process, we need to know the concept of runtime engine that I will be taking up in the tomorrow session.